said they said that the fillet of fish by itself was gonna be almost $7. I was like, without the meal? They were like, yup. I was like, fuck you then.
Yeah, I was worried filet of fish seal was gonna come out before we even went to fucking McDonald's.
No, she came out right at
before we even left the spot. I was like, I don't need to deal with filet of fish seal tonight.
You're a good friend. You still got me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Seal and Rome.
This is Seal.
And this is Rome, and this is episode number 90.
Yo, we getting there to almost 3 digits.
Yeah.
3 digits.
Yeah, so I actually forgot to tell you, I printed out a calendar. I think it's in my purse right now, just outlining our episode numbers, and that way we can plan accordingly. But episode 100 is going to happen sometime in August, so you guys keep your ear to the ground with everything that we have planned around that. Before we move forward, very important thing that was mentioned in last week's episode, but I'm going to say it again because the offer code expires at the end of this month.
You have 1 week.
If you want to get yourself some merch, head on over to afgoclothing.com. Get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself a sweatshirt, get yourself a hoodie.
Yes, and we have a discount code for you guys. That's Zeal and Rome 45 with the blowout sale that gets you 45% off. Cop you something, take a picture, tag us in it.
Also, best podcast of 2019.
Undisputed.
And if you want to dispute it, shoot us an email at zealandrome@gmail.com. Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Great. Want to just jump right into some topics? Let's do this. Okay. So first one that I have, this one was submitted by Eddie. Shout outs to you, aka Migs number 2.
Yo, I love him.
I like him a lot.
I was like, you know who I thought you were? Migs. He's like, we look nothing alike.
They don't look anything
It's the brown liquor.
See,
because in my eyes, he looked like Migs. And then he told me he couldn't see.
Yeah, he told me that too.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have his contacts on, but he just had to wear those sunglasses that night.
Got it.
Fashions are on point. Mad love and respect to you. So we went to an event at Cloud9 Hookah Lounge, and we were out at this spot. Yo, there is this food truck trailer thing called Grilling Me Softly, and they make like pinchos on the grill fresh and everything.
Where?
They park at different places but they were there that night. So we're legit just standing there waiting for our pinchos to get done. So his pincho's done because he got chicken. I got pork. Mine took So I'm like, yo, you don't got to wait out here with me. You can go inside, enjoy your pincho. And he was like, no, I don't like eating in front of people. I was like, wait a minute. I don't understand. Like, what if we're all out to dinner and stuff? He was like, no, but everyone's eating. I don't like eating in front of other people that are not eating.
That's real.
And I was like, okay. Real. I was like, okay, I get that. So my question for you is that, do you think it is rude to eat in front of people who aren't eating?
Yes.
So now
I do.
Let's say we're at an establishment. It's been made very clear that's a food truck outside for anyone who wants to eat. So for me, the thought is this. If I show up at the spot with food, my concern is that someone there is going to smell my food. They're going to get hungry. Damn, why didn't you get any for me? Those are all the little inconsiderate factors that play into the eating in front of people thing. Mm-hmm. But if there's a food truck literally right outside the door where everyone is free to buy themselves something to eat, if they fall into that boat, do you still feel it's rude to eat in front of them?
Yeah, what happens if they don't? If they only came out with the guap to get into the spot and to have fun at the spot? They didn't bring extra guap to go get something to eat, and now you eating in front of them, and they're hungry because they're smelling it. It's just, I don't think. Just like if I was to go to somebody's house, but I'm hungry, and I'm like, damn, maybe I should just pick up something to eat on the way there. I will always text that person either one, hey, is it okay if I bring food with me? I don't want to eat in front of you if you haven't ate. Or 2, do you want me to bring you something? I'm going to stop and pick something up just because I don't like that feeling.
I'm with that all day. But if I'm in a public place where everyone is at free will to get themselves something to eat, I don't give a fuck. Now, I do look for a snack buddy. So if I'm with like a gang, if I'm like with gang,
yeah,
and like I don't want to be the only one in the gang eating. I want someone else. I'm like, yo, I'm kind of hungry. You kind of hungry? You want to grab something? And then now we're snack buddies. That's because I don't want to look like the only fat ass in the crew eating while everybody else is parlaying and being cute. But I'm like, fuck these niggas. So you
just want to find someone you can sneak off with and have a little grub session with?
Yeah, I don't want to be the only one eating.
Got it.
I guess I need a partner in crime so I can feel like, so maybe I could justify this not being rude by eating in front of people. Like, I ain't the only one.
But it's not even just a personal thing for myself. Like, let's say when Xavier was little, you know, kids randomly get hungry. And then if you're in somebody else's house,
I agree with that.
It's like, yo, I haven't brought this, I didn't buy him something to eat. Are you laughing at me?
No, it triggered a memory.
Oh, I'm not going to ask whoever's house I'm in, yo, can my kid get something to eat? Because kids are weird like that. So if I was to bring my child something to eat and I know that there's kids there too, I'll pick up something for those kids too so that they're not watching my kid eat.
Yo, that's real. When I was a kid, like, we grew up poor. And I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say that we starved, but what I will say is that we had to appreciate the meals that we did get. Yeah. We couldn't just eat like all willy-nilly. Food wasn't an endless resource for us.
Listen.
Just keeping it a buck. So like if I was like at daycare, if I was at someone's house that was watching us and then someone pulled up with food, I think I looked like the doggy in the window, like watching them eat and didn't realize it. And then they would be like, hey, do you want some? And I'd be like, no,
because you know you would get in trouble if you said
no. Yes. And in my heart, I was like, I'm so hungry. I am so hungry.
Because you would get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
That's my mom, too. My mom would be like, if you ask for anything to fucking eat.
I'm
like, why? Because they'll know that you don't give us no food. No, my mom fed us, but like you said,
you don't want to give off the impression that you ain't eating right. You're embarrassing your family and
that's
stuff.
That's why I don't like corned beef.
I love it.
I know, but that's why I don't like corned beef. We ate it so often.
Really?
Oh.
We didn't eat it all the time, but we ate it, you know, when we did eat it, I was like,
I'm so sick of that shit.
So, all right. Well, good topic. Ed and Eddie.
That was a great topic, actually.
What you got?
So, we are 80s babies.
Yeah.
We are 80s babies, and we definitely grew up in the 90s, which allowed us to see and try a lot of the dope fashions that are actually coming back around. I have a couple favorites that I hope like are a thing again, because I know I'd kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about it this way. Would you rock the one leg up?
Yeah.
Still today if it started to come back in?
Hell yeah. Not just with jeans, but I do it with sweatpants and the swishy windbreaker pants.
Oh my god. Or the ones that like, no, you can't do it with the ones that button down the side.
No.
But that would be dope. Unless they make them into like joggers kind of style with the
I foresee that happening with an elastic at the bottom.
Yes. Points ahead 3 times. Members only jackets.
Oh, that's always a thing.
Yo.
That never went out of style to me.
To you?
No.
To you. But I'm saying it left the scene for a little bit.
Yeah, those are dope jackets.
I would rock the shit out of that. I did put windbreakers, but windbreakers I'd say is coming. And then I also put the button down side pants.
So they have windbreakers now that are crop tops.
Yeah, it's a string actually. You can do either. Well, I've seen the string one.
I've seen the ones that are legit crop tops.
Would you rock those?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm trying not to become the crop top girl.
I've become that girl.
I'm down to wear crop top when I'm in a crop top mood, but I can't have like 50% of my wardrobe become crop top shit.
I've legit cut almost every one of my shirts to force it into being a crop top.
Yeah, and that's cute, but I don't feel like you wear them all the time.
No.
Anyway.
So yeah, so that's basically my little one rant, is that I definitely appreciate the fact that the 90s are coming back, because if I killed it the first time around, I can only imagine as an adult what I'm going to be able to do.
So when I went out that night, like, it dawned on me, like, I knew the 90s shit was coming back, right? Mm-hmm. Technical sandals, felines, like all that shit. But homie was wearing a Hugo Boss t-shirt, and another homie was wearing a bucket hat that was like a Tommy Hilfiger. And I'm like, yo, I'm reliving my childhood. This is what I need to come back. My earbud just fell out. I got so excited. Yo, Carl Kanai hats.
Yeah.
Nigga, If the Carl Kanai floppy hat comes back, I'm getting one.
Kangles?
No.
You wouldn't rock them?
Nah.
I wouldn't rock them either.
No.
But that was a thing. So, but I can see kids probably doing that.
Oh, that's stupid.
I would see that. Like, I mean, think about it. If they're rocking bucket hats, they're rocking, like you said, Hugo Boss. Like, that's very much around the time.
I'd wear a Coogee sweater dress with
Like,
some knee-high boots.
Would you wear a jersey dress again?
Potentially.
Okay.
I like what's going on with jersey attire right now, especially with the shorts that are coming out with the jersey emblems across the top.
Yeah.
Like, I really, really like that. So I would like to see the modernization of the jersey dress. I need it to be stretchy, unlike in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because they weren't stretchy back
I think that because we're being a lot more inclusive these days with all types of bodies, like body shapes, I think that that's probably
But
very
stretch
likely.
wasn't really much of a thing in the 90s.
I know, that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
it's so inclusive now that we're thinking about more curvaceous women.
Oh, of course.
So I think it's definitely, you know, a lot. It's a possibility that it'll happen.
Yeah, I agree. Good topic. All right, so moving on. Well, I've been spending some time on Twitter, and there's some crazy ass shit on there.
All pun intended.
Let's start with this stupid question.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. So this one says, you're in an exclusive relationship with a woman who likes women. I'm assuming this question is posed to a man. Sir, you're in an exclusive relationship with a woman who likes women. You're not open to sharing, but she's had sex with a woman while you two've been together. She says it's not cheating because it's not the same as having sex with another man. Is she wrong?
Yes. She's cheating.
Yes.
It doesn't matter the gender.
She's cheating.
Yeah, if she is...
It doesn't matter the gender.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree. 110%.
Did I cheat on somebody?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you're looking at me like, Zio. No, it doesn't matter.
No, Twitter is just bugging me the fuck out.
I mean, I feel like if you ever share some sort of intimacy with someone, that's cheating.
My thing is this.
There's different types of cheating.
If you're in a relationship with your man and you're like, yo, I love women. Mm-hmm. I'm not down to have a threesome, but every now and then I want the na-na. You know what I'm saying? Are you cool with that? If he says no and you go and do it anyway,
you're cheating.
He says, sure, just let me know, or I don't want to know, then do your thing. It's that simple.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate how when sexuality or sexual preference comes into the conversation, people just become dumb.
Well, I think that it's over convenience too. I feel like when something is convenient for you, then you want to be able to be like, no, that's not the case, blah, blah, blah. But if you were to switch it around and have that same situation, you know, played out to you by your partner, all of a sudden it's like, oh no, how dare you, or that's not okay. You gotta, what's good for the geese is good for the gander.
I totally agree with that. What else do you have?
So actually, I didn't write this down, but it's something that I heard today that I kind of want to discuss. So let's say that you are kicking it. You're single, right?
Very.
Okay.
Announcement. Very fucking single.
As she puts her hoodie over.
Effective immediately. Fucking.
Just listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
So you're single.
Very.
Right? You are kicking it with someone that lives in the same town as you. Now, y'all not kicking it like that. It's just kind of like, you know, when you feel some type of way, you hit homie up.
A fling.
Yeah, you just kicking it. Whatever, you know?
Letting it rock.
Yeah, you letting it rock. Anywho, right? Now you go out of town. Maybe you we go to New York City.
Okay.
You meet someone out in New York City, or maybe even someone that you've known from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And you decide to have sex with this person.
Okay.
Are you more likely to be extra freaky with the in-town homie or with the out-of-town homie?
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What does the geographic location have to do with the influence of how freaky I'm going to be?
Some people are more likely to do certain, because if you're within town, homie, the likelihood of people around you knowing your business because he decides to share it, it may stop you from how you behave out of town.
Not me, nigga.
So you're saying that it's you the same level of freaky no matter what the zip code.
It depends on the partner. It depends on the partner. I'm not on the same level of freaky with. It depends. It depends on the partner. You know?
Is it dependent of the partner that allows you to be more freaky or not?
Okay, so I've been single almost a year now. You know. And I've been dabbling. So I have this one partner that I've been dealing with most consistently since the breakup, pre-divorce. Like, this was from the time we broke up. And we do things that are like not the freakiest, quote unquote, things I've ever done sexually. But he's like definitely in second place. But there's things that we do that I would never allow
someone else to.
Yes. It's a certain level of trust. Do you do it right? Am I questioning the motives behind what you're doing? Is it even pleasurable? Like, because my thing is this, like, if I'm with a dude that's like a little bit older, for example, my brother's been making fun of me a lot lately because I tend to have a little bit of a type. I tend to like Jamaican guys. Jamaican guys, for the most part. Athletic guys.
Yeah.
So with some Jamaican guys, they're a little closed-minded when it comes to like oral sex, things like that. So my thought process is that, okay, they don't particularly like anal sex either. Some Jamaican guys, they really don't give a fuck if you give them head or not. They just want to like fuck the shit out of you. That's what they want to do. My thing is like, yo, if this guy is over the moon with just bending me over and you know,
watch the video, guys. Just watch the video. Just watch it. I can't stand you.
And then I'm like, wow.
And you're like,
I'm like, but so I, you know, my thing is like, well, shit. Why the fuck do we have to get into choking? You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to do that? Why do we?
Because it's a good idea. That's why.
But my thing is like, if it does nothing for him, he doesn't know how to do it. Why even introduce it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my thing. So the whole geography piece, I feel that that's rooted in security, because if you're secure within yourself, first of all, if I'm fucking someone and I'm worried that they're going to talk to other people about my sex game, like, why am I even fucking with that person?
Yeah. But I mean, you're saying it's probably insecurity. You have to be honest that a lot of people are insecure.
Yeah, I agree. And then if he does just so happen to tell everyone I have amazing sex game, then I'm like, wow, this is a walking advertisement.
Yeah, like, you're doing me a favor.
Thank you, because now everyone's gonna want me. No, it could make you look like a hoe too. But my point is that we're in the age of social media. So my thing is that a nigga in New York, in my opinion, can have more reach than a local nigga, depending on how it's played. So my thing is that if you have a legitimate concern of people learning about what the fuck you're doing, like, that can happen at home, that can happen away. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. If you have an insecurity about the sexting and people knowing your business, it's not to say that that's wrong. I just want you to know that whether you do it at home or away, it doesn't really make a difference.
What if you think about it and like, dude, I got to put in work for this out of town, D, because I don't know where I'm going to see him again.
That's definitely a factor.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in town, D is like, oh, I can hit you up whenever I want.
Out of town, D, I'm like ordering cute lingerie.
Right.
It's a production.
It's like,
it's a production, especially if we're going to be in a hotel room. Like, We about to make a movie.
Okay. That's probably where I would think of it. That way. Like, I'm about to leave a mark on this nigga.
But man. I was about to say some shit. But here's what I am going to say. Let's say you go out of town and you realize that you're a little more open sexually. I feel that you should allow that to motivate and inspire you to spice it up at home, too. Don't think that just because you at home, you ain't got to make it a movie.
Okay, I see.
Same question for you. Mm-hmm. In town D, out of town D, are you a different person in bed?
No, I think that it would be the same thing more or less from what you're saying. I'm the same level of freaky with whoever I choose to be freaky with, because I do have to feel some sort of comfortability. But to kind of like reiterate what I just said is I definitely am going to be more likely to go extra hard, all pun intended, with out of town D, because again, I don't know when this is gonna happen again. I want to leave an impression. I want to be able to have you hitting me up, asking me when the next time is that I'm coming out.
Oh yeah,
you feel me? So it's like I may do a little extra.
And I do think, we tend to feel a little bit special when someone's like craving us,
and
that's
for sure
more likely to happen with someone that's out of town versus someone that you're more accessible with.
Yeah.
Jax is out of control. All right. What inspired that question?
I saw something on social media.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not that I'm getting any out of town D. Or I might.
Oh.
You never know.
Got it.
I don't really have anything planned.
Another Twitter thing. The tweet says, "No job is worth taking your nose piercing out for." So my question, because I have taken out piercings for a job, but that was in a different time when piercings weren't as socially acceptable.
Tattoos, yeah.
So my question for you is, because you have a nose ring.
Yes.
What job is worth you taking out your nose ring?
Okay, so I have a rule actually for this.
Ooh.
Even still till today. Like, it doesn't matter that it's more acceptable. So if it is an interview for a new place, I'm removing all of my piercings, which I've done. I had my tongue pierced for a really long time. I'll remove my tongue piercing. I'll remove my nose piercing. I'm a hoop girl. I actually won't wear hoops. I'll wear like little studs. Very, very like well put together.
More conservative look.
Yes, I will do that. If it is a job, a place where I am already working at, and you've seen me with my nose ring, and then the likelihood of me leaving it in is it's more probable. Like, it's just, what am I going to do? Pretend to not have a nose ring when you're going to be like, I saw you yesterday, you had your nose ring? Like, no, you've already seen me with my nose ring. I
clearly made it to the stage.
Exactly. Clearly got this interview, so I'm going to leave it in.
Right.
But if it's a first time, type of interview for a new place, yeah, I'm removing all piercings. I think it's first impressions go a long way, and it's something that sticks with people. Mm-hmm. So I will try harder to leave a good impression. Not necessarily saying that piercings or tattoos are bad, but let's be honest, people are judgmental at times, and they can tie that to you being a certain type of way for whatever thought they have.
Now, this answers the question of like, what job do you take the piercings out for an interview? What job are you willing to allow your piercings to close for?
Oh, what? That money gotta be right. Like, if I know that
we talking though?
What we talking?
What we talking about though?
Man, I will let my piercing close for 80 or above.
80 or above.
Yup. 80 or above, man, we could close it. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
That's the price.
That's the price. That's the price.
That's the price to say bye-bye to a nose ring?
You don't think 80K and above is a good fucking amount?
Nigga, I'll let my shit close for 70K. Yo, my hunger is so crazy. If I have no job and I need a job, I'll let my shit close for a 20K job.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, the situation that
I will let my
depends a lot. Like if I'm not working and someone's like, "Yo, I got a 25, 30K job for you right now, but you got to take that nose ring out." I'm gonna be like, "What nose ring?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, "Man, 25, 30K. I'm gonna be broke as fuck,
What?
but I need money."
Son, what nose ring? What nose ring? I ain't even got a nose.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. But
I feel like a lot of people don't think like that, bro. People are out here like, nah, I ain't taking my piercings out for this job.
Which, I mean, I can respect because it's like you're being your own person and you feel like your capabilities should speak for themselves, not something that you have in your nose or something that you have on your skin or anything like that. I understand that. But it's also like money talks, bullshit walks.
I feel that.
No?
I feel that.
All right, see then. I have a statement that I want to make.
All right.
Was that the end of your topic, by the way? I just bombarded it.
No.
So go ahead, continue.
That was the end.
Oh, that was the end?
Sorry, I meant yes.
Oh. All right. So I just want to say that we are in the 30s plus gang. Mm-hmm. And I am so happy. Like, this is probably the happiest I have been in a really, 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 really long time. Mm-hmm. And it's not even just like situation wise, you know, things that I've discovered with it. It's just like, I feel like since I've been 30, I'm so sure of who I am. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm like, I still want to grow and learn things as I, you know, get older. But It's just like, I can't even put it into words. It's just so like.
Yeah. You don't second guess yourself.
Yes. Like, I'm not questioning things.
You're not trying to figure yourself out. It's like, and be cool at the same time, which is hard. Like, I'm trying to be cool, but I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, yo, if you don't think that me being myself is cool because I think it is, man, we don't gotta chill. Like, before, I think that I'd be like, okay, well, this person obviously gravitates towards this part of me. Maybe I should showcase this more. Now I'm just like, if I'm in the mood to showcase it, cool. If not, I don't fucking care anyways. Don't hang out with me then, nigga. Feel me? I'm so comfortable in my 30s. Do you feel like you've been like that your whole entire life, or that it's more so now in your 30s?
Not only is it more so now in my 30s, but I think that my marriage taught me a lot, because in my marriage, no disrespect, I did focus so much on trying to appease another person that I kind of lost myself in that marriage. And I think that coming out of it, I'm like, yo, this is my time to do really whatever the fuck I want to do. Because here's the thing. I'm in a situation where financially I'm good. So bills are paid. Niggas got a podcast. I could do what I want when I want.
Play money.
I don't feel like I have limitations in life. So I feel like a lot of those stresses and pressures that I was dealing with in my 20s very strongly made a factor in terms of how I decided to move the decisions that I was making on a day-to-day basis, you know, because I had so much to worry about. Now that I have less to worry about and when it comes to the element of survival and all that, I'm just like, okay, I really can dedicate a lot of my time and energy on figuring out what it is that makes me happy. And it's like, I'm cool and comfortable and confident in who I am, but because I'm still growing, I'm also cool, comfortable, and confident in experimenting, like with different shit that I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to try this. I've always wanted to wear crop tops, but I was always worried about my body, but fuck it. Let me try it and see what the reaction's like. Or
before you probably be like, it's
in my head. Yeah. Or, yo, like, I'm very upfront. Like, you can attest to this. I feel like anyone can attest to it. I say what's on my mind, and I say, I try not to be rude about it, but I know it could come off rude, but I feel that people that know me well enough know that, you know, I'm not being rude. So I'm very mindful with whom, and I'm really good about cleaning things up if I'm like, okay, I took it too far. But this whole closed mouths don't get fed, I've always practiced that for the most part. But now I'm all about like kind of shooting my shot, because I'm like, if I say nothing, I lose. I might as well say something. And if I lose, I really didn't lose anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm taking way more risks that I've ever taken in my life. And a lot of it has turned out to be surprisingly favorable.
Positive, yes.
And I'm like, I just want to keep doing it. So I'm in this element where I'm like, yo, I feel like I can have not only the things I want, but in addition to get bonuses of things that I didn't even expect. And it's just so much fun. So it's weird because I think growing up, we think that the most fun part of your life is your childhood and your youth, because that's the way that we've been raised, like enjoy your life while you're young, blah, 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 blah. But I'm having the most fun that I've had in my life.
Yeah, me too.
Because I don't answer to nobody and I'm really doing whatever the fuck I want.
And that's such a good feeling.
It's amazing. It feels like freedom.
Feeling. And it's like so many different levels of freedom, emotional, mental, like just straight up feeling free. And it kind of also like I was of the thought that when I was in my 20s, I hear a lot of people in their 20s say this too. Oh my God, 30's approaching. Oh my God, I'm getting so much older and blah, 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 blah. It's all downhill from there. And like now that I actually am in my 30s and I hear them say that, I'm like, oh, dude, you have no idea. Like you're going to enter such a level of freedom. Like we're saying, it's like well, maybe not everybody feels that at 30.
Yo, let me ask you a question. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything. I'm just kind of curious. I feel like a big factor as to why I'm so extremely like give no fucks. I think that coma situation really made an impact on me. Like, yo, life's too short. You never fucking know. I don't give a fuck. I'm going for everything that I want because tomorrow's really not promised. We hear it, but I was actually feeling it. For you, being that we're such close friends, do you feel like watching me go through that has had any impact on
myself?
On the way you go about things?
I feel like people that are close to me that I am the type of person that I don't think that I have to learn lessons by only going through them. Mm-hmm. I can learn lessons from other people around me as well. Mm-hmm. Even if they're negative experiences.
Yeah.
Like, for example, your coma, my cousin getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
Like there's lots of little things that I've witnessed along the way that I feel like I take those as lessons myself.
Yeah. And I think that like, that's really, really good. You know, I think that you went through a breakup and I feel that breakup, you started changing and being more like it's CO's time.
Yeah.
And I know I've put a bug in your ear numerous of times. Like, CO, you got to stop. You just always taking care of everybody. Yeah. Like, fuck that. I want to see you like do you. You know, I've always wanted that for you. And it brings me a lot of joy to kind of see you in your element and not having to take care of anyone you're not responsible for. So I feel like in almost 20 years of friendship, this is the first time I've really seen you.
Which is crazy if you think about it.
Like this. So it's like way overdue, but the timing is so good because it's like.
This is the time where it should be happening.
Yo, the timing is just amazing. Yes. So I think that also at being at this age, and it's like, not that you haven't been through traumatic incidents. I think we all have bumps in the road, but I think you've witnessed people go through very traumatic things. And I just wonder if you ever consciously
probably not consciously.
Yeah.
It's probably very subconscious. I don't put thought into it like that, but I'm so aware of things that I think that subconsciously I do take it in that way. And I'm like, oh, like, you never know. Like things can happen from one moment to another and, things like that. And, it's just, I love this feeling, honestly.
Yeah.
I love it.
30s are fun. They've been fun for me.
I still have moments where like when I genuinely care for someone, I know that I'm such a nurturer that's going to kick in. So I can't shit on that. But I'm so aware now also of like what it feels like to do for myself. And I don't ever want to get rid of that. And
that's good. I'm very glad to hear that.
Thanks. What you got?
Okay, PSA for you niggas.
Oh, we got a PSA?
PSA. All right, this is going to sound really fucked up, but it's another hair conversation.
Okay.
PSA, men over 30 and bald. Embrace your baldness.
Oh, no.
We can sense your insecurities. My nigga.
Let it go.
I'm not saying shave your head. This is the advice I'm going to give you, okay?
I'm saying shave your head.
What I'm saying is that if you're thinning, if you're thinning, start to just like cut your hair really, 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 really low. And you got to get your hair cut weekly. I'm telling you right now, if you're going to keep your hair, again, get like a 1 on the top and then like stay on top of it weekly. If you're not going to get your hair cut weekly, what's going to happen is your thinning part is going to be so pronounced in comparison to the hair growing around it that we're going to be like, LeBron James, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Yeah. So if you're not going to keep up with the very low haircut on a weekly basis, your next step is to just shave it off. If you want to do hair replacement and stuff like that, I'm in full support of any cosmetic procedure that you feel is going to help you feel good about yourself. But I'm telling you guys, like, just stop. Just stop, okay? Because it actually makes you look older when you try to hang on to that shit.
Yeah, I'm of the thought to just let it go.
Yeah.
I think that I've even heard guys say, yo, I think I'm thinning out or I think I'm balding. If you are so aware of that, why are you like still doing this?
It's hard, man. And then what's crazy is I made this note like over a week ago. I was actually supposed to talk about this on last week's episode. And I had a meeting with someone a few days.
Did you make this note because of a reason that I think you made this note?
No.
Okay.
But I know what you're talking about, but nah. So I was in a meeting with this guy a few days ago, and I could tell that probably in his younger days, he was probably a jock, really good looking guy. And he's still a good looking guy, even at his age now. But he's so desperately trying to hang on to his hair that he's doing like this side comb over thing.
So he's like empty in the middle?
Not completely empty, but he's thinning. So what he does is he gels the hair on the side to kind of go and spike forward to compensate. And it's like, you guys, like, I get it. It's hard to let the hair go and to accept that you're getting older and you probably feel like you're going to be less attractive. But, you know, I just want you to embrace the new you, embrace nature and what the fuck's going on, and just consider a new hairstyle. I feel like guys who are thinning and balding, even if they don't go completely bald, if they just deal with a much shorter groomed haircut, even if there's baldness involved, it still looks pretty decent.
Yeah,
if it's groomed.
I think it shades in better. Like if you were to get a short Caesar, that's gonna look a lot better than if you're like have a fade, but on the top your hair's thin and the sides it's like you have way more darker hair on the sides and on the top. Like, what are you doing?
Or the homeboy that used to be on MasterChef, Bocelli. No, is it Bocelli? I don't know. Whatever the fuck. The Italian skinny mean guy for MasterChef. He used to keep he was completely bald in the middle, had the little side old guy thing going on, but he kept it so faded short that it was like that actually looks kind of like, it doesn't make you look like an old man because you're not hanging on to the super long hair next to bald hair. Yeah. So guys,
let it go.
Come on,
let it go. You are not your hair. Word to NDRE.
You are not your hair.
I'm just saying. Just join the bald man's club. Gang gang.
Gang gang.
All right. My last statement. I have become more hopeful. I am hopeful again with what I hear on the radio as of late.
Oh.
I feel like there's a lot of music that is coming out that makes me feel like there's a good chance of me being okay with everything moving forward. Like for the whole mumble rap thing, that whole phase, I was just like, I give up.
Yeah.
I give up. There's nothing worth listening to anymore. Everyone's more driven by a beat than by actual lyrics. I don't understand half of the shit that you're saying. I give up. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But as of late, I'm like, okay. And even in the circles that we're putting ourselves in, I feel like even those people are like up and coming, wanting to be, you know, lyricists and things like that. Even then, even in those situations, I find myself being like, wow, I can see how you creatives have something going on here for you guys.
I feel like this music has always been here, but it's been hidden from mainstream because of the puppet masters, you know what I mean, that have controlled the music game. But I think that two things: SoundCloud has opened the doors for us hearing a lot more of that quality music. And I think that having Spotify Connect, which now allows artists to upload directly to Spotify, has helped us learn about artists. And what they're doing now is just like social media. They're taking the metrics of what people are listening to, and they're like, oh, people like this shit, we're going to play more of that. And people who are really talented are starting to shine again. And I'm really happy and thankful for that. I think YouTube plays a huge hand in it as well.
I'm so hopeful of what's to come, because I'm really, really intrigued. Like the song that I told you about, You Stay, with DJ Khaled, Meek Mill, and I don't know if you got a chance to actually listen to it. And it's got La India in the beginning on the intro.
I need to.
Bruh. Fire. Like I literally will have it on repeat all day long.
Really?
Yeah. Also Purple.
Or even that Mark Anthony song with the Will Smith.
Yes.
I thought that was going to be bad.
That was a good song.
That was a good video.
And yeah, it was. Mark had me feeling some type of way, and I don't even like Mark like that. I just like his voice.
Yeah.
But there's another one by Ty Dolla $ign with J. Cole. It's called Purple Emoji.
I feel like anything Ty Dolla $ign is on is pretty dope.
Fire.
I feel like I've been listening to albums from front to back again, and it's been a long time since that's been happening.
That you even want to do that.
The Trey Songz 11 and the Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I know those albums aren't fresh, but
it doesn't matter.
I'm just like, I can listen to them front to back and jam out.
But like hearing things like that, don't you feel like, wow, I'm definitely looking forward to what's coming. I lost that for a minute.
Yeah, and I never really been a big like person that like really got lost in the music like that. I like dancing to music, but I'm not the type of person that gets like lost in music or, oh, let me just put on some music. And yeah, I've never been that person, and I am like, okay, I'm getting excited because my thing is like listening to music in the car. That's really where.
Oh, I'll put music on anywhere. If I'm taking a shower, if I'm getting ready, if I just want to cook dinner.
And I just started like this past year playing music while I'm trying to wake up in the morning. I feel like it helps me wake up.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't been doing that earlier in life.
You're crazy.
But yeah.
Did I put you onto that, or were you already getting put onto that?
I think once I became single again and I didn't have to worry about someone else, like disrupting someone else, I was like, let me try it. And then that's how that all played out. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Another episode in the books.
Yeah, that was all you had?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I have way more topics, but I'm saving them for next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Keep the comments and the feedback coming. Keep the topics coming. And we want to thank you all for your love and support with the show. Anything else, CL?
Yeah, thanks for being a part of our little squad here that we got going on. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
And one thing that you always say is, hey, if you want to if you want to dispute it, right into the Zio and Rome Gmail. We need to start accessing that more with our listeners. I think people should write in if you guys have any questions. Also, our social media, which is mostly where people...
And text us. There's a text button on our Instagram.
I don't know if everyone's aware of that. Like, if you guys go on the Instagram, there's a contact, which leads to the Gmail. Yeah. And then there's a text option, which we get directly. So definitely any ideas, any jokes, anything that you would like for us to bring up, do so.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye.